So I'm super excited to have the Disney 100 castle.
My gosh! I thought I was gonna be the one to roast you as revenge in this video, and you have roasted this more than I have on accident.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Fromania, and welcome to still not the fanciest recording studio on the internet. Today we have in front of us a set that I have wanted for a long time.
The universal camera. Isn't this what the guy used to film Minions?
Walt Disney's Disney 100 camera that this kid never wants to go to Disney to see again. Ever since I saw the artwork released on this set, I wanted this set. This was one that I had to have. And my loving wife, your loving mommy, used her birthday money to buy it for me. What? I am so excited to have this set, and I want to show you guys a little bit of movie magic here. In front of us, you can tell this is a totally unopened box. Never been opened, brand new set. And just like magic, at the count of 3, we are going to unveil Walt's camera. Are you ready for this, Micah?
Yes.
1, 2, 3. Just like that. Movie magic. Micah, before we dive into this set, I do have an important Disney question for you today. Which Disney Studios character can count the highest?
Gru.
Gru? Explain.
The guy from Minions. That's Disney, right?
Oh my lord.
This is payback.
Which Disney character do you think can count the highest?
Scrooge McDuck.
Scrooge McDuck. Buzz Lightyear. To infinity and beyond. Do you know what type of books Buzz likes to read?
What?
Comic books. Oh, bad jokes for days. Walt's camera. The Disney 100 release of Walt's camera. I am so excited about this set and all of the detail that went into it. It came with 5 minifig, and these are some of my favorite minifig ever. I would have to say that Walt Disney is my favorite minifig in my collection right now. This set was such a fun build. So many of the techniques and things that went into building this are just different from a traditional build that we've done, whether it's a Star Wars build or a modular build or a Speed Champions build. There were just a lot of unique moments and unique building techniques in this. And I'm going to admit, for the first time in a long time, I actually struggled with a couple of parts of this set. We sat at the table. What were you building when I was building this?
I was building my gunship, right?
You were building the gunship. I think that Mommy was building a botanical. Mm-hmm. Caleb was rebuilding one of his old sets. And I sat at the end of the table building this, and there were a couple of parts that were just challenging. The way the instruction laid it out, and the way that the pieces went together, in particular in this center section, they just had me a little messed up a couple of times. But the finished product, the finished display is just fantastic. Now, we do have the larger buildable Mickey and Minnie figures, you know, the big mice. And we have those on display downstairs. And a lot of people, are you a fan of the mice, the way they look?
I think they look good.
I actually like them. I know a lot of people aren't big fans of the ways that the buildable Mickey and Minnie Mouse are, but I'm a big fan of them. And we have this set up beside them downstairs in our living room, and I think this is such a neat display to go alongside the Mickey and Minnie buildable figures.
Because they came with a camera, didn't they?
They did.
Yes.
They came with a small camera. Mm-hmm. So it's neat to have this one. Let's start down here. This set came with 5 minifig. One of them is now dead. Actually, this is a mica technique. I don't have them on the pegs because I don't want to crack the feet. And as I've learned more from Micah about protecting valuable minifig, there are, what is this piece called?
It's just called a foot plate. I actually have 400 coming in from Denmark right now for my collection.
They're actually called feet plate.
Foot plate.
Foot plates.
And actually I learned it.
But would the plural be feet plates? Or foot plates?
Foot plates, I would say. I actually learned it from you. Do you remember when I was looking for a Cloud City Boba Fett, you sent me that reel on Instagram of the little guy who put boba on that, and that's where I learned
That's
that
where
technique.
you learned from it. So I have Mickey and Minnie on foot plates so that I don't damage their feet with the studs, because I have a feeling that these two, along with Walt, could have some value down the road. So this set came with 5 minifig, 3 actual figs, and then 2 other characters. You have a vintage Mickey and Minnie Mouse, along with Walt Disney. And the Walt Disney is just perfection. And he actually is holding a silver pin and a little sketch of Mickey Mouse, which is such a cool detail. And then you get a Bambi minifig and a Dumbo minifig. And the Dumbo mold is so unique. So he does have a little plastic bit in the middle that likely is for, is it grip? What's the word? What's the word?
Right?
Clutch for clutch power. But Micah thinks it might even fit a Technic pin. So we're going to see. Yeah, you can make Dumbo fly on a Technic pin.
It could be like a new snack.
A new snack. Fried Dumbo on a stick?
Yeah, for a low price of $72.
And then they come with this great display piece. And if I pull the figs off here for you to see, because they're going to keep falling, you can see it's actually one of the little, I don't know what it's called, a director's plate, an action plate, a movie plate. I don't know. Then behind Walt Disney is a multi-plane camera design, which is super cool. It's basically 3 window frames that all have a printed component of artwork on it. And when you look through it, it layers the artwork behind it. So really cool mini display that comes with it. Walt can either be displayed here on the side or on the back side of the camera. You can actually open the camera up and there's a display with Walt's desk in there. Did you know that?
Yes.
I thought I was going to surprise him with something. There's 2 places, 2 ways that you can do it. Micah, this does have a bit of an action feature to it. And while it doesn't create an actual action, it does give a nice touch to this camera. Go ahead and spin the crank for us. You hear that? It's so cool. It's like the clicking of a film reel going through a camera. So it's a nice little touch to make it a little more interesting.
Yeah.
You will notice as Micah was cranking that, it's super wobbly.
Yeah, like you were like rambling on and on about all the Technic, and it like it wobbles. Like that's wild.
I actually had to double check that I built it right because I just was not expecting the amount of warble that's in it.
I can't believe they only secure these by 1 stud, because then they like...
Yeah, I have knocked off the little side covers right here as well because it is just 1 stud that connects those on. So there are some little details like that I wasn't expecting that are relatively disappointing, but it doesn't detract how amazing it is when it's sitting still.
Yeah, in reality, it's a display model, though, so, like...
Yes, very true. The camera lens does slide away so that you can rotate and choose different lenses. And, of course, the film reel has an homage to the Disney 100 on it as well.
Yeah, that was my favorite detail.
That is a really cool detail. The film strip has got to be my favorite detail. I've not seen Disney release an element like this before in the past.
Wait, who released?
Lego. I said Lego.
No, you
Play
didn't.
it back. Hit rewind. And I said Disney. I've not seen Lego, in partnership with Disney, ever release an element like this. I know that they've done sails before in this material. Is there anything else that's been this plasticky material other than like sails on ships? The tent. There was a tent.
Stump you so bad.
So if you can If you can think of other things that this plastic material was in, drop it in the comments below.
How was it packed in there?
So it came rolled, kind of rolled like a fruit roll-up in a cardboard box. So there's a little cardboard box in here. It came rolled in that. And I was kind of nervous to push the little pins through it because I'm just afraid of stretching it and tearing it. But it's how you're supposed to build it, so you had to do it. The film strip depicts lots of different art scenes. Let's run through real quick and highlight what the artwork on the film reel is. The first cell at the top up here, we have... I don't know what that cell is. Encanto. That's how much I love Disney. I knew that was Encanto. Then we have Frozen.
Frosty.
Frozen.
Frosty.
The snowman.
Frosty.
After that, we have another cell that I'm not familiar with, which is...
It's Princess and the Frog.
Princess and the Frog, not Cinderella. We have Mulan, Lion King. We have Beauty and the Beast. We have Little Mermaid, Rescuers Down Under.
Oh, they got your favorite show on there, right there, see?
I know! It's Sleeping Beauty.
No, it's
and the
Little
Beast.
Mermaid.
Little Mermaid.
Don't you love Little Mermaid?
I love Little Mermaid. I don't know what this show is. Robin Hood?
Robin Hood.
Then we have Baloo, which would be Jungle Book. Sword in the Stone. Do you know what this one is?
That's what the that is Sleeping Beauty, right?
Maybe Sleeping Beauty. Not totally sure. Alice in Wonderland.
There's Cinderella. I know how excited you were to call Cinderella 10 things ago.
Bambi, Dumbo. There is...
Sorcerer Mickey.
Pinocchio. Snow White. And Steamboat Willie. So really cool to see all of the artwork. All of the art is displayed in minifig style. So all of the characters are actually minifigs. So a neat Lego touch on that as well. The set itself, aesthetically beautiful. The way it went together, so fun and challenging. It's just fun to have a challenging Lego set to build. As far as durability, she's wobbly, folks.
Yeah.
Like, it just wobbles. But you're not going to touch it. It's going to be sitting on display. Boop. There are cool little functions, right? You've got the lens that will slide out. You've got the little side that will spin and come out. All of the camera details that you would expect are on it. The crank will only turn one way. If you try and turn it back the other way, it locks up. Everything down to the handle on the back. So I'm super excited to have the Disney 100 castle.
My gosh! You know, I thought I was going to be the one to roast you as revenge in this video, and you have roasted this more than I have on accident.
I am roasting
the Disney
myself.
Castle and Cinderella up here. I mean, seriously.
If you are a Disney aficionado, I think this is a must-have in your collection. I think it's a great display model. I think it's going to have great value down the road.
Yeah, especially this. To find this without it being bent into the shape that it wants will be very rare, I think.
Yes. It is sagging more than when I put it on. So when I put it on, it held its shape a little bit more. Now it's kind of drooping, and it does make me nervous about it bending or tearing. And it's going to be difficult to replace if it ever messes up. I think it's something that would be worth watching Facebook to see if a cheap film ever hit while the set was new.
Yeah, I would buy one on Bricklink. Yeah.
Just have one sitting in the waiting in case anything happens.
I also would like to make a note. Is this Walt Disney figure the first time that a celebrity, real person has been portrayed in their real person form as a minifigure? Because,
do you know the answer?
I do not.
I don't either. That is a good question. They do depict characters as minifig, but... Yes. Oh, you know what? BTS. The band BTS has their own line of minifig. And I think they've done
They're like soccer players.
Yeah, I think they've done sports athlete soccer players as well. But it's pretty uncommon to have a real life character portrayed in minifig. Amelia Earhart had a fig.
Oh, yes.
Okay, there's way more than we thought. Never mind. We take it back. This is still one of my favorite minifig in the collection. And honestly, this is way up there on my favorite set as well. So, that was it. I finally got my Disney 100, It's finally in the house, it's finally built, and it's finally displayed for all the world to see. I just wanted to sit awkwardly and see if you stayed on the video or if you left. And if you're still here, we have something important to tell you. We need you to go out there and give more. We need you to go out there and
do more.
We need you to go out there and
share more.
And we need you to go out there and love more. But whatever you do, when you give more, do more, share more, love more, smile more. Remember to always show your smile. Because when you share it, it truly is contagious. Do 2 frowns make us smile? Let's try.
It worked. Oh, it didn't work.
You're smiling. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again.
Ouch! Oh, that's like, oh, God.
Do more,
Cut!
share more, and love.